Eugene Scardifield completed a fundraising event last September to raise awareness and funds for the charity Support After Murder and Manslaughter, a charity that supported him and his family after the murder of his brother. Now he is at it again with a new challenge, Mountains for Michael, which will see him tackle 3 mountain peaks in 24 hours in memory of his brother. Well, Eugene, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, your brother's name. We're speaking Michael, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah. And tell me, how was the run, or the cycle rather, that you previously did in September?
Because I organised it myself, and it's something I'd never done before, should we say it wasn't organised as well as I could, and the weather conditions and a few minor issues, but other than that, it went, it was a success. At the end of the day, I completed it, I got the awareness out there, I raised some well-needed funds for this charity, so yeah, all in all, it was a very good outcome. It was very successful.
And a real fitness challenge as well?
Yeah, it was, a real good fitness challenge, but it's not just the physical side of it, it's, it's all the emotions that go with it. It was very, I stretched my soul, my heart, my mental ability, you name an emotion, I went through it. In the 11 months of training and completing that ride, it wasn't just a physical test. It was, like I say, it was everything that went with it. It was the emotional weight that I carried, taking on that challenge.
And because you're doing it again, I take it you're able to raise a fair bit for charity.
Yeah, including gift aid, I raised just under £7,000 the first time round. It would be absolutely incredible if I could do that again. Absolutely incredible, but it's a fresh challenge. Let's see what I can do.
How did you feel after you did it? You must have spent a lot of time going into that, really campaigning, raising money, and working on your fitness. For that to come to a close, how did you feel then?
For the first couple of weeks after, I don't know. It just didn't all seem real. It was a bit strange. It was very, 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 very weird. I had, a lot of messages. I had so many people tell me I was an inspiration and inspirational, and that's a word that I've never ever associated with myself. You think of all the inspirational people this world has had, and then all of a sudden people are putting me in that category. To me, it was very, very embarrassing, and at times I felt quite uncomfortable with it, but if I can be an inspiration to people, then surely that's a good thing. But then I did hit a massive slump. Like I say, that was my focus for 11 months. And that focus was gone, and I was left with the reasons why I was doing it, and that's my brother's murder. And it hit me hard, and yeah, it hit me hard.
Now you're doing it again.
Yeah, I had to, I swore when my brother was taken, I would do everything I could. All the time I had air in my lungs, I'd keep his memory alive. And I'm not about to go back on my word. So yeah, it's for my brother again.
In the media we see dramas, fiction, fact, a lot about the other side of a murder, but not a lot about the victim's family. How does that feel? What's your interpretation of that?
And that, again, that's a very, very good point. That's a very key point. There's so many TV programs about the murderer. There's never anything about those who are left behind, the impact it has on those that are left behind. We're the ones serving the real life sentence in here, up here. The mental impact, I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. My sisters have got social anxiety. The impact it's had on my mum, I mean, that was her baby boy, that was her firstborn. I can't even begin to comprehend how my mum feels. I know my pain, I know my heartache, I know my guilt, but how my mum feels, I don't know. And we just become outcast as society, we become alienated. We almost get treated like, I don't know, it's tough. And people say, oh well, people don't know what to say. Well, just because you have a conversation with someone doesn't mean it has to be about the murder. It could be about the weather, it could be about the kids, it could be about football, it could be about your work. But you get alienated. Fortunately, with the Cycle for Michael, I gained a lot of support from the Hailing community, and from some very good friends. So I've been fortunate. There's others out there that are less fortunate. But that's where Sam comes in.
So how can people support you for your next adventure?
Plenty of publicity, plenty of donations, please.
Do you have a Facebook that they can get in touch?
Yeah, I've got my own personal Facebook, plus I've got the same as Cycle for Michael. I set up a Mountains for Michael page on Facebook, where I'll upload any training, any donations. I'll put a personal thank you on, any bits and pieces, like I might put postcards up of inspirational quotes. Just any, if people can like and share the page, obviously the more it's liked and shared, the more the awareness is getting out there.
Well, thank you very much for coming to see us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
And good luck.
Thank you.